Hello students, once again I welcome you in the another class of accountancy, class 12. Today we are going to learn when both the shares are issued to the public simultaneously, how the journal entry is created. That we are going to see today. Means when equity and preference both issued to the public, what are the sequence followed? That we are going to study today. It is clearly flashed on the board. See, we all know 4 stages are there: application, allotment, first call and second and final call. See, whenever we issue both the shares together to the public, while passing bank entry, we have to take it in compound form. So that's why it is clearly said, at the time of application, bank entry, we need to pass entry in compound form. Compound form means bank account debited to equity share application account to 6% preference share application account. Then at the time of transferring, we used to pass separate simple entry, that is separate entry. For example, when equity share transfer, equity share application account debited to equity share capital account. Similarly, at the time of transferring preference share, 6% preference share account application account debited to 6% preference share capital account. So the logic behind is that at the time of bank entry only, we used to pass compound. At the time of transfer entry, at the time of due entry, we have to pass separate entry, that is the simple entry. So now come to the chart. Application at the time of bank, compound entry, we studied just now. Transfer entry, we need to follow simple entry, means both the entries must be taken in a separate form. Then at the time of allotment, when we used to pass due entry, we need separate entry, means simple entry is required over there. So first of all, we have to pass the simple entry. Then at the time of bank entry, when bank entries are to be passed, it has to be passed in a compound manner. It has to be passed in a compound manner, means together. Similarly, it happens at the time of first call also. First call, same system followed. At the time of due entry, separate entry has to be passed. And at the time of bank entry, we need compound. Same happens with the final call also. At the time of due entry, simple entry required, separate entry required. And at the time of bank entry, we used to pass compound form of entry. So this was the technique followed. Whenever in a practical you get both the shares, when you come to know that both the shares issued to the public at a time simultaneously, in that circumstances, what you have to do? You have to follow these steps. Right? And it is necessary. Just it's a shortcut. Keep in your mind. Bank entry, compound. Bank entry, compound. Other entries, separate. That's all. This is the magic behind this. Bank entry, you need to pass compound entry, and other entry, separate entries. Clear? So I hope you understood how to pass journal entries when both the shares issued to the public simultaneously. So these are the techniques followed. Meet you in next video session in order to explore our new knowledge.